'tis a sun-blessed day, no? Is there something I can interest you in? Bah, rumors spread by jealous rivals. My goods are all on display. I sell no illicit merchandise. I erect the spine of warning. My wares are all on display. All customers receive courteous service and fair prices. No one gets special treatment or secretive deals. Perhaps others would better meet your needs. Mere luck. To my neighbors who suffered, I extend the claw of succor. They have but to ask to receive aid. My success enables me to be generous to those in need. Riften is a challenging place to do business. Success breeds jealousy, especially when one is an outsider.
You're back. Tell me you found something. He's clever, I'll give him that. He's making too much money not to be doing something shady. I think we can help open the authorities' eyes. We're talking about justice here for my family and all of Riften. Don't you think it odd that Sin Mur spared Barneas' stall and demolished ours? Rumor has it he's in league with the Worm Cult. Are you with them or us? Place this flask of Ultima Ale in Barneas' supply chest, and then notify Guard Bronner at the Fighters Guild. You'll be rewarded well when it's all over. Don't you know? It's illegal to sell goods from the Dominion or Covenant here. And black marketeers are dealt with harshly, in Riften at least.
I catch you kissing on duty again.
What about old Wandering Eye?
Huh. The Rolf was an odd duck for sure. He'd stare out that window for hours.
Yeah? What is it? That Argonian? Aye. Never trusted him. Too friendly. Heard the rumors surrounding him, but there's never been any evidence to justify kicking him back into the river. Throw's blood! Now we've got him. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Ugh, another distraction.
That is your proof? Planted goods?
Shut up! I always knew you were up to something.
I protest this treatment.
Tell it to the skeevers. Now move!
Unfortunate, but Barneas was bound to be caught sooner or later. Of course, gladly. And you have the enduring friendship of the Rotherham family. Let us never speak of this incident again.
Finest quality merchandise.
Finest merchandise around. This is war. There's no time for romance. I want this post running smooth and by the numbers. No more dereliction of duty.
Trim my whiskers! Are you the adventurer I prayed for? I am Kuzamjo, priest of Mara. All morning I've prayed for a sign, and here you stand, sweat shining in her benevolent light. Oh, tell me you've come to save our performance. It's only the blossoming flower of our Hearts Week festivities. A staged proclamation of Mara's message of love and compassion, sure to warm the chests of even the most stone-hearted dullards. There's only one tiny little issue. Our theater troupe lacks passion. I fear their hearts are caged songbirds struggling to find a tune. Speak with the troupe's director. She will know where to best shine your light. Meanwhile, I will gather some coin to pay you for your aid.
Merchant to the great houses.
chance to have a look.
Keep moving.
We're trying to clear as much room as we can for the refugees from Ellen here. I hear the destruction out that way is pretty bad.
I run to her and together we sway as we kiss, sway as we kiss. Her graceful shape
Greetings.
I heave up high, and in one hand I hold her nigh. Her waiting lips are never dry. Sway as we kiss, sway as we kiss.
You look like you could use a strong drink. I know I could.
Again? Well?
To cold harbor went our clockwork god, to bargain on the prince's song. They came to mock at tribune small, schemer hunger.
One more time, Gadaz. Whenever you are ready.
Release them, Veil Friend.
For the 100th time, Gadaz, it is vile fiend. Oh, let us stop and rest. We will begin again shortly. If you are hoping for an autograph, it will have to wait until after I save this play. Unless, of course, it ruins my career. Oh, my scales shiver at the thought. I think I may be molting. You should have said so sooner. Tell me, are you classically trained? What conservatory did you study at? Are you familiar with my work and its influences? I see. Well, perhaps a fresh set of eyes and ears will do our play good. You will want to speak with our 3 troupe members. The writer, Eshinia, our lead actor, Gadaz, and our choreographer, Telelmi. Help them each, however you can. Excellent. I will leave you to it, and keep myself busy by seeking out a strong drink. My scales are suddenly very tense.
Think, Telelmi. An adventurer strikes true at the heart of evil. They do not falter in the face of adversity. But how do you capture such will and determination on the stage? If only this were a ballet, then I could really put on a show. What a treasure! Look at you! All leather and weapons and... Well, the less we investigate that smell, the better, yes. I am struggling with our climactic fight scene. It currently seems so rote, so wooden. Please, show me how an adventurer moves. A delve? The kind filled with brigands and cobwebs and dust? Oh, still your beating heart, Telelmi. You can do this. Onward then, adventurer. Let us sally forth toward inspiration.
Are you my replacement? I told Dreams and Scenes that I just needed a little more time. Who am I fooling? You're washed up, Gadaz. You couldn't squeeze a soliloquy out of a singing horker. Bless her umber scales in your pity for an actor in need. This has never happened before. I've performed for kings, queens, and even a lich or two, but this performance, these words, they're different. You see, I've fallen quite in love with the writer Eshinia. Her words could shake the very foundations of Orsinium if she had but a capable performer to bring them to life. I fear that I lack the voice, the heart, the soul. Of course, an opinion from a fellow thespian, unburdened by the weight of heartache. I am struggling with the climax of the hero's monologue. He stands atop a hill, bathed in Mara's light, and commands the fiend to release his love. Release them, vile fiend! Yes, of course. He stands at the ready with the warmth of Mara's affectionate light, the very warmth I feel when I read Esinia's words. Thank you.
it ablaze! Steady yourself, Trelawney. You can do this. Exquisite footwork. Boys. Breathtaking! How frightening! I am not much of a fighter, so I will leave the hack and slashery to you. Of course, if you wish to share any pointers as you disembowel fiends and behead scoundrels, I will take note. Remarkable! I've never witnessed such a breathtaking act of heroism. It was truly a marvel watching you cleave your way through that delve. Such grace with every strike, such certainty with every spell. I hardly even registered the smell of blood and filth. I was so enraptured. Most certainly. I can hardly keep myself still. I must get right to work before I lose the sharpness of your ferocity. Oh, who am I kidding? I will never forget your commanding presence. Thank you, dear adventurer.
such poise.
Did you meet the new commander?
My sweet flower, your petals shine in rebuke of the night's hungering dark. That's not right. He wouldn't describe his lover as some... Oh dear, did she sound disappointed? I just can't seem to wrap my head around this play. I thought I would write to Gadaz's strengths, really help him shine, but it's not working. He's as emotional as the scenery, and it's all my fault. It's about a warrior rising to meet a great evil that has stolen away his love. How he will stop at nothing to be by their side again, even if it kills him. The main character is brave, dashing, kind-hearted, all the qualities I see in Gadaz. Yes, but it's all my fault. My writing has lost all its rhythm. I find myself tripping on the words, and I wrote them. Was it wrong of me to try to write to Gadaz's strengths? I know he has this character in him, but I fear I'm just getting in his way. You aren't entirely wrong about that. I've been so focused on making Gadaz look good that I've forgotten why I was writing the words in the first place. The play is my admission of love, something I hope at least Mara will appreciate.
The price of working with the best is that they are prone to getting stuck in their own heads. That is not where the real work happens. It happens on stage. I hope you were able to knock some sense into them.
Till all oppressors fell.
Don't you have any heart at all?
Places, everyone. Let us take it from the top in 3, 2, 1.
A hero returns home to find his meadow ablaze and cottage sundered. I stood before his manor and raised blade to tusk, sharpening each to a point that could pierce even night's dark veil. Release them, vile fiend! And so we slept soundly atop a bed of flowers, never to be separated again.
Excellent work, everyone. Now rest up before we get back to it.
That was remarkable. Gadaz finally embodied the hero. Oh, I knew he had it in him. Thank you, dear stranger, for all the help. We should probably cut the musical number in the Vampire Lord's Court. But otherwise, I think we have something really special here. And Gadaz was remarkable, inspiring even. Maybe it's time I have a little chat with him. Gadaz, I was transfixed by the way you shaped my words in your mouth. You were stunning.
No, Yesenia. It was your words that allowed me to bare my soul. I am clay, molded by your writerly hands.
I do not know how you did it, stranger, but I stand here with muck on my face. I should not have been so hasty to judge you based on your vocation. I am one to talk, after all. A success? It is too early to tell, especially if extra coin is what you're after. I'm at least certain that we will make up our losses. With luck, we will earn enough gold to take the play on tour. Do thank Kuzam Joe for us, yes?
I have not heard any loud jeering, and no one has asked for rotten fruit to throw. Does this mean your efforts were a success? Has the troupe finally gotten its act together? Apologies, I could not resist. My heart flutters at this good news. You have saved us all from the many boring and terrible ideas I had to replace the performance. You have my thanks, traveler. Take this as your reward. Is that Mara's light that brightens this hillside? Or simply the warmth of seeing a friend return? Could not stay away from our Hearts Week celebrations, I see. Well, I am glad for it. There's someone I would like you to meet. A woman approached me in search of a friend, and I cannot allow a lonely soul to wander our celebrations. Her name is Samara Gautier. An interesting woman with a hearty laugh. Would you care to join her and partake in some holiday fun? This Samara seemed familiar with our traditions and mentioned having something particular in mind. Seek her out on the road into Belkarth and find out her plans for yourself. And remember, if you need any help, come speak with me.
Tell me that lovable oaf Kuzam Joe sent you. He should know I have some thoughts about his little Hearts Week celebration. Where's the wine? The frivolity? I even wore my good dancing boots, and all I've done so far is stand around. Indeed I am. Every stitch sore and wink. And don't tell me you are Sanguine's new little helper. Have I got that right? Oh, you and I are going to have so much fun. And there's not a moment to lose. I swear, what are they even teaching in schools these days? Listen, love that diva, but Mara is only half the story. Sanguine has a stake in Hearts Week festivities too, and there are certain traditions that are at risk of getting snuffed out. All in good time. First, we've got to hoof it around Belkarth. Meet me at the Crossroads Tavern, the Gem and Flask, and at a quaint little picnic south of town. Then, we can talk about traditions. Who? Sorry, never heard of him.
No charge to have a look.
Well?
I hear the Duke's gone. Good riddance. I never did trust him.
Welcome to the Gem and Flask, your one-stop shop for rudimentary enchantments and schoolyard poisons. And be warned, Umin is a terrible conversationalist, and intoxicating his brews are not. Not enjoying ourselves, that's for certain. At least, not yet. There's a basket upstairs with some frogs in it. Grab me one, will you? Any of them will do. No need to check their credentials. Did you choose a good one? I wasn't going to tell you this, but there was a correct choice. No going back now. Now begins a lesson in perspective. Mara would have you believe in the inevitability of love, but what's her advice on finding it, huh? Join her priesthood? To find it, you need to take risks. Sometimes that gets you hurt. Other times, well, wouldn't you like to know? I want you to kiss the frog, and before you start protesting, it's not an idle fancy. Kissing this frog will grant you a new, let's say, perspective. After that, we'll play a little game. Words to live by, friend. Now give those bright eyes a rub and go outside. You should spot a few treats courtesy of your friend Samara. Collect them for us, will you?
You cannot flee! No words, no whimpers. Just gold for your bounty. Now, you cow... Well done, insect. Go. Fly away. You cannot flee! Save yourself some trouble and just pay your fine. I knew you'd cooperate.
I'm so hungry. I'm a miserable sight, aren't I?
If I were braver, I'd cut you down myself.
What is it?
Welcome to the Crossroads Tavern. Apt name, don't you think? A place for the oldest tradition of all. Chance encounters and casual trysts. But don't get too excited. That's not what you and I are here for. We're here to bless this holy place. Precious morsels, each more mouth-watering than the last. Consider this one tradition fulfilled, friend. You took a risk and tried something new. No tricks or poison lips this time, but that won't always be the case. Remember that. Welcome to the crop. Has anyone ever told you how clever you are? See, it wasn't all that long ago that folks used to leave a bowl of blood beneath their bed for good luck. We'll do the same with a toast. Of course, that means we'll need a bottle of blood. You're the enterprising sort. Do what you do best and rummage. Of course, you could also offer up your own blood-red vintage. That is, if you aren't squeamish. I keep a fairly clean knife handy for just the occasion. Your choice.
There has to be something here.
And what he said no mortal can know. From dread
Well?
Daedra save us.
Now that's what I call getting into the holiday spirit. Well, if it isn't my sanguine sommelier, phenomenal. A toast, then, to chance encounters. Whether they end in love or heartbreak, may they at least be memorable and worth the price of the room. Good work, friend. A tradition well honored.
Pay the fine, or I'll have your skin for a cloak. Smart.
I don't seem to be making much progress.
There you are. I was beginning to wonder if you strolled into the lake. Now are you ready for our next tradition? We'll be helping a couple take the plunge, if you will. Over the bridge, a pair of sweethearts enjoy a picnic. They love each other dearly, but neither has the courage to say it. Mara would have them wait for a sign, but I've found lives to be too short to leave to chance. I say we give them a push. I find song to be the best way to grease the wheels of romance. Head on up to Belcarth Bazaar and find Lachlan, good friend of mine. I requested specially made instruments for this very occasion.
Greetings! Care for a set of maracas? Perhaps I did not think she'd darken my doorstep so soon. Yes, I have her instruments, though I should warn you, the enchantments she requested are quite garish. As she requested, they instill a voracious fervor. I fear listeners are likely to tear each other limb from limb or go mad from the tune. If she's changed her mind, I do have instruments with gentler effects. Of course, yes. Whatever Samara wishes. If you would be so kind as to not mention that I second-guessed her, I would greatly appreciate it.
Hope Lachlan wasn't too much of a bore. You know how musicians can be. So particular about their tools. Excellent. Such fine craftsmanship. I just may have to visit Lachlan myself and sing him praises. Stay for the show, won't you? I'm certain it will be fun. Well now, by my count, that's 3 traditions upheld. Have I got that right? I hope you learned a little something from our time together. Can't have Mara's light snuff out all the passion and sharp edges that come with love, can we? Remember me the next time you sip some wine. Now go on back to our priest friend. You best get a move on before Kuzam Joe starts looking for you. Wouldn't want him to think we've run off together, would we? I wouldn't exactly say I promised, but as a fellow twister of words, I'll acquiesce. Why don't you give me your best shot? Give me a flirt worthy of a kiss from Samara Gautier. Oh dear, you'd best see a healer. After all, you adventurers have such filthy mouths. Good try, though.
My little light returns. How was your time with Samara Gautier? I trust it was entertaining. She seemed the amusing sort. You might be surprised to hear this, but I am happy that the Daedric Prince is getting some attention this holiday. Passion is both fire and light, and harmony only arrives with dedication and patience. Now here, some coin for your efforts. You're back, and not a moment too soon. I am afraid to admit that I am a bit out of my depth, friend. The Blue Sash Guild is in desperate need of help, and only someone with an understanding of the adventurer's life can aid them. They are a collection of close companions devoted to facing the thrills of Tamriel alongside each other. I have always known them as the tightest of friends. Until this recent bout of drama, that is. I would, of course, pay you for your aid. Do what you do best. Throw yourself into the fray and let head and heart guide you toward a solution. Go to Waste Walker's Forge in Belkarth and speak with the guild's leader, Estelle. Please, end this drama before it's too late.
Prices have never been better.
Trading right here.
Standing order with those strange warriors at the Ranizah Sword School. Someone usually comes to pick it up, but they haven't shown up this month.
I already checked my bags. I don't have the bow. Are you calling me a liar?
Almanora, please. No one is calling you a liar.
I am calling her a liar.
Ugh, I've had it.
Way to go, Jessie.
Sorry about that. We don't usually argue this loudly, or publicly for that matter. Seems we're all at our wits' end. Oh, look at me, prattling on to a stranger. Don't mind us. We won't cause any trouble. Really? Bless his enormous heart, and frankly, your bravery. I don't know how much of our argument you overheard, but we found a rare bow inside Zalgaz's den, and now it seems to have disappeared. I'm honestly not certain. She found it, that much is true, but we were attacked before we could distribute loot. Once we were clear of danger, Jessie asked if he could have the bow, but Almanora said she didn't have it. Seemingly, but Jessie thinks she just wants to pocket it and break it down for magical materials. I don't know what to do. I've always been better at mending physical wounds. We've been friends for ages. I can't stand the thought of disbanding.
My bowstring snapped. Come to gawk at the angry mage! I'm not above freezing you in a block of ice, you know. I once left a pickpocket frozen for the better part of a fortnight, just to teach them a lesson. And what? You want to check my pockets too? Sorry, I shouldn't lash out at you. This whole situation just has me at my wit's end. Listen, I would never steal from my guildmates. The accusation alone hurts my feelings. It's all a little fuzzy. I've been feeling sick all week, and probably shouldn't have gone adventuring in the first place. But being with my friends always makes me feel better. So I remember finding the bow, but not what I did with it. Jessie was supposed to keep watch, but of course that bow distracted him. Wait, I'm not even sure I took it out of the chest. I remember calling out what I found, but not stowing it. Do you think it might still be in Zalgaz's den?
I think I'll go to Dragonstar. There's an arena up there. Hearts and gold for the taking.
Well, I can't give you anything for these.
don't mind me. Just brewing a quick potion. Ready when you are. The chest should be around here somewhere. Let's go.
I'm going to lose my shirt here.
Better
if they don't
find a
pick
way
up
to
their
deliver
order,
the order yourself.
You mean cart the goods up a road that's crawling with sand warriors and wild creatures? To a school where they lob off the heads of the unworthy? No, thank you.
I don't understand. We got the bow back. What's the big deal?
It isn't about the bow. I need some space, Alma.
It's all right, Alma. We'll get this sorted. Everyone take a break while I talk with our friend here. Almanora told us you helped find the bow. I appreciate that, but it seems it won't be enough to solve all our problems. Something seems to still be bothering Jeshi. Something's been eating at him ever since the cave, and it got worse once you and Alma left to find the bow. Jeshi's never been good with words, and it seems none of us are actually any better. Would you mind talking to him? Thank you. I'm certain he would rather fling himself into the forge than open up to one of us. I'll try and mend things with Alma. We should have listened to her like you did.
I am glad they sent you up here to speak with me. It will be easier to reveal my shame-slicked scales to a stranger. I do not feel good about how I treated Alma. In truth, I was angrier with myself than the trivial issue of missing loot. I was supposed to keep a lookout for enemies, and I failed. My friends could have been seriously injured. I was so focused on the bow, because I had just spent a sizable amount of gold on materials to craft better gear for my friends, but did not have enough for myself. Finding this bow felt like a gift from Zenithar. Well, that was the plan. But I just received word from my hirelings that my order of materials was lost in an attack on their caravan. So I have only succeeded in emptying my coffers and ruining a friendship. You will? I haven't experienced such unabashed kindness since I met my friends. I'll make note of the caravan's last known location on your map.
Greetings. My mounts are bred strong to cross mountains.
I'm hurt!
Welcome back. Jeshi told us to send you upstairs the second you arrived. So get on up there, I guess.
Tell me, were you able to gather all of my missing materials? Hand them over and I'll get right to work. Everything else is prepared, and the forge is at the perfect temperature. This will only take a moment. And prepare yourself. Something you will learn about me is that I have a knack for showmanship. I've waited ages to craft these designs. Get ready, friends. Jeshi needs only a moment more.
What are you up to, Jeshi?
He's got that crazed lilt in his voice again.
I hope it's an axe. Wait, no, 2 axes.
Come on up. Your surprise is ready.
Oh, our very own treasure chest. How nice.
I believe the surprise is inside the chest, Big Rock.
Right you are. Our friend here helped me source the last materials I needed to make you each something special. Now, everyone, close your eyes. Alma, an axe so you can get up close and personal. Estelle, a circlet to help you regenerate magicka. And practically indestructible armor for Big Rock.
These are amazing.
It's perfect, Jeshi. Thank you.
It took ages to scrape together the gold, but... Big Rock, what is that?
I think I know the perfect way to test this armor. I've been saving this dwarven explosive since our time in...
Well, that can't be good. What's that saying? Daedric curses come in threes? I should have known Big Rock would find a way to end all this with a... Well, it feels insensitive to say out loud. Big Rock happened. He has not quite learned the fact that impulsiveness does not make for a good frontline tank. In this particular case, it seems he tried to blow himself up in the name of research. Lucky for him, that wasn't an explosive. My best guess? Some sort of dwarven transportation device. An old one at that. Barely a burst of magicka. Which should mean he's somewhere nearby. Ideally hip-deep in camel manure. I hate to ask this of you, but would you mind tracking him down? Thank you, truly. Big Rock can't have gone too far. I'm sure you'll find him in no time. And I promise I won't start causing trouble when you return.
Jeshi, this armor is amazing! I didn't feel a thing! Wait, where am I? I thought for sure that thing was an explosive, but then there was a rush of colors and sounds and a whole lot of weird flavors. And then I fell on my head right here. Sure was, but that's what I'm good at. Doing the dangerous sorts of things that might get the others hurt. Big Rock is tougher than all three of them combined. But that's all right, because it means there's plenty of me to protect them. If I see something that might hurt my friends, I charge right at it. If I stop to ask questions, it might be too late and someone could get hurt. If I could, I'd never have thoughts again. Nothing to get in the way of protecting them. If I get hurt, I know they will be there to help me up. That's the great thing about having friends, isn't it? You don't have to think about it to know they support you. You just know they do. You're right. Let's get back to the forge. I need Jeshi to know his armor is pretty much entirely indestructible, and I'm living proof. Go on ahead. I'll catch up with you. It takes me a bit to break in new armor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't believe our troops are climbing the Shrouded Pass. I guess it's the only way to reach the Doomcrag.
They've returned.
I want to be up there.
Sorry, everyone. That was probably really scary.
We're just happy to have you back in one piece, Big Rock. Come here.
Big Rock, get over here and let me check that armor. Make sure you didn't fuse yourself to it.
A quick word, friend. Everyone's smiling again. I thought for certain this was going to be the end of us. How many years of traveling together were we prepared to throw down the cliffside? Of course, this is all thanks to you. How could you not fall in love with the people who protect you from the undead, heal your wounds, or light your path through a dark cave? They've each made my life richer for having them in it. I hope I do the same for them. Hopefully a long night in a tavern. After that, whatever Tamriel has to offer, we're ready for it. I wish you safe travels, friend. And please, give Kuzam Joe my thanks.
Spare a coin.
Do my keen ears deceive me? Or is that the boisterous laughter of the Blue Sash Guild I hear? I expect I have you to thank for this. It seems being an adventurer has honed far more skills than just sword swinging and flame throwing. And I will rightly assume that the heartwarming deed alone is not compensation enough. Here's your reward, friend. Mara's blessings, it is good to see you. You have accomplished so much in what feels like the blink of an eye. Now, I hope I have not misunderstood our friendship, because I have a personal favor to ask of you. Allow me to first beat around the bush. I am certain that the aid you offered during Hearts Week pales in comparison to your lofty adventures across Tamriel. But I hope their impact is not lost on you. You helped artists find the right words to speak of love. You repaired friendships worth their weight in gold. And yes, even played a few of Sanguine's games. Whether you knew it or not, you are part of Mara's radiance. While I am a priest of Mara, love of a physical nature has always been a curious notion to me. I prefer the intimacy of a shared space, kind words, or thoughtful gifts. But after our time together, I was curious if you would be open to a hug. Of course, it would feel like no small matter to an adventurer like you. But to me, physical touch is tricky. I have, at times, lost friendships for not understanding the weight of an open palm, or kiss on the cheek. Yes, but one of friendship. You have exemplified the grace and kindness of Mara's benevolence, and it would be an honor to hold you in my arms. But there is no pressure. Then enough with words. Let us hug as dear friends. Mara, thank you for this blessed embrace. I have thought long and hard about the right way to commemorate your time here at our Hearts Week festivities. After all, without you, I'm not certain there would be anything to enjoy. We'd be a carnival of misanthropes. But I have figured it out. I would like to gift you with an amulet of the heart. It is a sacred symbol used by those who act in Mara's name. And no, you do not have to be a priest. You need only be kind. Hold it in your hands and feel its light.
Merchant to the great houses.
Mara's love radiates from you, my friend. I will not soon forget the mark you made on our little Hearts Week celebration. But just as the holiday will soon come to a close, so too must our time together. For now, at least. I can ask no more of you, and it would be selfish of me to take up more of your time. Please, enjoy the remainder of our Hearts Week festivities. You have earned it. And here, take this as a token of my thanks. Love sweetly and truly, friend. I pray that the amulet brings you comfort on your travels across Tamriel. A small reminder that kindness and love are the brightest of lights in the darkest of times.
Have you seen the note? If you seek companions for your adventuring, look no further. This one can help with that. Ah, of course. These listings are where other adventurers, much like yourself, can declare their interest. Those of a similar proclivity can join up together and form guilds. Take a look. This one is sure a group suited to your needs awaits you.
Only the finest wares here.
You have business here?
How can I help you? May I be of service?
How may I serve?
No charge to have a look.
Buying and selling. I have many fine goods. Quality wares. Buying and selling.
trading here.
Buying and selling.
No charge to have a look.